Good morning, YouTube, and from Southern Florida. I am going to present a video on my new Agile 2000 that I received, and it is the bird's eye color. It's looked a little lighter in the picture when I bought it, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It is made of solid wood, Canadian wood, I believe, and it feels like it. It looks like a Les Paul. It's very nice. It plays nice. It has all these refinements that the more expensive guitars have. But I do want to present the positives and the negatives of this item. As you know, it's made by Rondo music. It's called Agile. The model again is 2000, and it's a beautiful guitar, no doubt. Unfortunately, it arrived in a box that had cheap styrofoam, and I don't know if this is a manufacturer defect or if it was bounced out of the UPS truck, but there's a crack and there is a depression, and I like my things perfect, so I may be returning this. I will think about it, but it probably is not worth the cost for either Rondo Music or myself to do so, so I will think it out very carefully. Well, my first impression was the quality of the wood and how heavy this guitar is. I mean, it's a $200 guitar, but it feels like a $1,500 guitar. The rosewood fretboard plays like a $2,000 or $3,000 Les Paul. It actually plays better than my other guitars as far as the feel goes. The edges of the frets are slightly jagged, which may be a criticism, but it doesn't bug me. Some people have sanded theirs. And the logo itself, I'm not, this is more of a marketing thing, but you would think that they could come up with, like Free Love did with their, in 2013 they did change their logo. I would think that Rondo Music would be able to put together a nice Agile logo, professional logo up here, and it might make a difference perception-wise. Obviously you can't change the name of the company, Rondo Music, because I believe Kurt Rondo is the owner. It does sound like Ronco, the TV sort of blenders and things that basically get sold. But anyway, that is really off the point and irrelevant. The pickups are I believe the treble pickup is fine. It sounds very good. The rhythm pickup does not have the mid-range and the sort of beefy quality that my Les Paul Jr. over here in the back has, but that may be a question of upgrading the pickup, and I don't know, most people enjoy doing that. The other thing is it may require electronics upgrade to a certain extent. It does stay in tune well. It took a couple minutes to tune it and retune it, and finally it's I think the strings, even though they should be improved, it should be changed. I think in the higher models they give better strings, but it seems to have settled in okay. And it was fairly well intonated. It was actually tuned out of the box. A lot of people say that it should be tuned when it's shipped, but I don't know if that's rubbish or not. And the hardware looks just like the hardware on my Les Paul Jr. It seems of fairly good quality. I took the plastic off of here. They had a plastic pick guard, which looked actually, it was terrible, and it was I mean, it's sort of cheap. I mean, I don't even know. It's probably the expensive. In all fairness, the expensive guitar companies have cheap guards too. I mean, I don't know how to make a guard, but let me tell you, this is absolutely gorgeous, and I would not conceal that for the world. I wasn't particularly enthused about the color of these knobs, but for $3 you can get a new set, so you can get what you want. There was an issue as far as I was concerned. If you see this one here, the shape of the guitar bends, and under here you can actually see the metal post. So unfortunately the AL2000 and maybe all the other models, the higher models, the 3000, 310, have that same issue. I would think that if that Rondo Music would want to resolve that with this. I mean, it's probably a technical issue. I don't know what it is, but I don't believe the more expensive ones have that where you can see the post. It almost like it's rubbing on the front, but it seems to be fine, so I'm not concerned about it. A personal opinion, I don't like this around, which can be removed. This says treble, rhythm, or whatever. I think that's sort of ridiculous, but it's on the more expensive models too. This looks very good. They've figured out a way to, because even my more expensive Les Pauls that I've had in the past, or actually I bought a Epiphone, a couple of phones which I will never do again, but they were all loose, and this looks like it's very solid, and I don't mind the aesthetic ugliness if that's going to actually, you can tighten it down without wrecking the electronics, because it turns out electronics sometimes turn on the inside, but they did a good job there of harnessing that so it doesn't get damaged. And the rear, if you see, the wood is absolutely incredible. It feels like this comes for a very nice forest, and it's a very nice, and they made this of a very nice tree. I sort of feel sorry for the tree, but let me tell you, this is a solid, probably a good 9 or 10 pounds of solid wood. I had a Squire guitar that I sent back that everyone was raving about, the Vibe 50, and it arrived, and it was actually pine and heavier than this. So, in all fairness, this is okay. Everyone was raving about the Vibe 50. I got it, and the quality was not like this guitar. And I got an Epiphone. Let me tell you, it was just the quality of the wood here was absolutely terrible. It couldn't stay intonated. This is a very nice instrument. I'm going to summarize because it's getting long, but basically this is a very nice instrument. I like the lower model because I can upgrade it the way I want. I would replace the bridge pickup, which I believe is the rhythm pickup that doesn't have much body to it. I would probably upgrade the electronics if that made it sound better, but other than that, it plays incredibly. In fact, I will play it for you real quickly. Oops. Excuse me while I get situated here. I hope I didn't expose the plumber situation there. But here we go. True guitarist, but I know when something sounds good, and if I have a pick here, I will try to use the pick. There it is. sounds fabulous. It's incredible. This is a Roland Cube, which I use. I take it out to the living room and play with it. It's only $100, so it's pretty good. $200 guitar, $100 amp. Probably can't be used for jamming, but excellent at home. This guitar is fabulous. So this is actually just the rhythm pickup that I was complaining about. So I played the treble, which is really nice. I can put the distortion on there, but let me tell you, any guitar can sound good with distortion. Whoa, don't want to wake up my wife. She's in the other room. It's Saturday morning, sleeping. Okay, this is a treble pickup, and this is both. Fabulous. Okay, my Les Paul Jr. sounds a little bit better, but you know what? For 80% less, you can get this. It actually feels better. The frets feel better than the LPJ, but that could be set up too. And this is an absolutely fabulous guitar made of very good wood. If you're not a snob and you don't care who made your guitar as far as brand name, let me tell you, go for it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Thanks for listening, and take care.